Cigarettes don't kill you day of. You can smoke them for like
My
40
point is
years.
they allow people to make poison for other people to suck on or ingest.
That's true, but it makes you look cool. So do it.
There was this guy and this girl, and they wanted to make a podcast, and they didn't know what to call it, but they sure talked a lot, so they said, let's call it Flappity Flap. Flappity Flap Podcast. Yeah. Okay, here goes. Hello, and welcome to Flappity Flap Podcast. I'm really just copying yours with your host, Brandon and Sarah. Hosts, Brandon and Sarah.
Yep. That was perfect.
Yeah.
No mistakes.
I already have spittle.
Cool. So what's on the agenda for today?
Instead of saying what's on tap.
What is on...
On our agenda for today, Brandon, is phobias.
Phobias? What
like
are those?
Phobias.
What are phobias?
Phobias, I think, are nothing. I actually don't know. Phobias are fears of stuff.
Fears of stuff.
Fears of stuff and such.
Or you could just say fears. Yeah. The silence.
So, last time...
Don't look at my cards. Or card, rather.
You're holding it right to the level of your nipple, and you know how I like to look at your nipples, so maybe hold it somewhere I don't like to look. Like, I don't know. I can't think of any place on your body I don't like to look.
Isn't that sweet?
Mm-hmm. So last time we talked about a couple, we came across the... Hold on. Let's see if I can find it again. The fear of... Oh, don't look at that. Fear of long words.
I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see anything.
Okay, good. Which was hippopotomonstrosusquibiliphobia.
Yep.
Even though there's a shorter version of that. And then you brought up a fear of peanut butter.
And by the way, that is the fear of long words.
Is that not what I said?
I don't think you explained it.
Thank you. Hippopotomonstrosusquipedaliophobia. I lose it there. Pedaliophobia. I liked your one where it was like something funnier that now I can't remember. But yeah, fear of long words. So they made it, I'm sure it's the longest phobia on this list that I'm looking at. So some cruel bastard was like, that's not a thing. Let's test those poor people. Mm-hmm. And then you brought up a fear of peanut butter, which was on my list. And then I said, maybe it's fear of being choked on peanut butter. And you were like, I think that's just fear of choking. And I looked it up and it says specifically fear of choking by peanut butter. And it...
Huh.
Oh, it's right here.
That's a very specific one.
Arachibutyrophobia. Arachie for ground nut. So really, it could be like fear of almond butter, probably. Butier? That I'm sure I'm not saying that right. For butter, and phobia, obviously, for fear. Mm-hmm. So, because it would be weird to just have a fear that's not based in like an allergy or, you know, some mortality related.
But that's just
basis.
Fear of peanut butter.
It says, I mean, it's Google. Well, it's healthline.com. Says it's a fear of being choked by peanut butter.
But in the Latin,
yes,
is there choking? Is
no.
choking in there?
No.
So it's just fear of peanut butter.
So the modern day people have extrapolated from that it's fear of choking. It's
could
fear
just
of
be
getting
people who are allergic that are.
I don't know where
they're
getting. I don't know where they're getting this. If they've like looked at Greek tomes and you know had pictures of
pulling
people,
tomes out of the crypts.
But if they had like pictures of people like, because they're saying specifically refers to the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth.
Like,
which how could you know that?
What are those called? Hieroglyphics of people choking, like ancient paintings of people choking on peanut butter.
Like all two-dimensional and just like, okay,
oh my gosh.
I just realized how stupid I'm being because it says the Greek words for it, but it doesn't say it developed in Greek times, you know, like the Greek. I mean, I know there's still Greek people, but what would you call that? The height of the Greek Empire or something. But why wouldn't they just use Latin? I thought Latin was...
I think it's Latin and Greek, a lot of them.
It's just funny because I just took that to, oh, the Greeks were afraid of choking on peanut butter way back in the day.
Could have been a thing.
I doubt they had peanut... Did they have peanut butter? I don't want to go there.
I think if you have peanuts, you can easily have peanut butter.
You're right. Do you ever just like you see yourself going down like a rabbit hole of discussion and you just know that every further step of the way is going to be a bigger pitfall because you're just going to reveal your ignorance and stupidity? Did they have peanuts in ancient Greece? Let's say they did. My mom can't eat peanuts anymore or has determined that she has difficulty with them because I think I kind of knew, but I didn't fully know they're not a nut. They're a legume.
I always thought legumes were nuts and beans, but I guess not.
I don't know. She I think did some research.
That's something we could Google. She told me that it was because of some kind of fungus or mold or something that naturally grows on them or something. I don't remember. But I always thought it was just because of the oils. The oils would make people, puff up.
Well, the weird thing is that you have people who are allergic to peanuts as well as other actual nuts like almonds, and some people can't eat any nuts.
I think
you kind of just lump them together.
But I don't know for sure. I've never looked into it.
I don't know, but when she says when she's eating mixed nuts, she has no problem. But if she eats peanuts, they give her a hell of a upset stomach, which is just weird.
Strange.
You learn new stuff almost every day. Am I right?
Sometimes.
That's why I said almost every day.
Yeah.
So I'm still right.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Oh, I did it again. I rubbed my thing on my thing. So, do you want to start? So what we decided we'd do is just do a little bit of research, very little, and pick like 5 to 10 phobias that we found, and then see if we could guess them and just talk about them.
Sorry
and
for
maybe
my sniffing.
That's okay. And maybe possibly the other person has them.
Yes.
Succinct? Did I do a good job?
Yeah, that was great. Thanks. Good job.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I'm bowing. You can't hear it, but... All right, that's enough. You're getting carried away. Stop it!
Okay. Okay, so... Do you want me to go first?
You go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead.
So I've got my cue card here. So my first one is acrophobia.
Oh, I think I looked this one up too.
Do you want any hints?
Acro.
Oh, sorry.
I'll give you a second so I can cut that out.
Okay. Trying not to sniff.
It's not related to water, is it?
No, it's a common one though.
I feel like it was on my list that I promptly forgot. Acro. Is it related to acrobatics? Like, is the hint in that word?
I mean, it would be a stretch, but
it's a common fear, though.
It's a common fear. I mean, it's something that is often involved with acrobatics.
Tights,
it's like an aspect. Tights. Fear of tights. Yeah.
Okay.
Heights. Fear of heights.
You know what's weird is I thought I knew the word for the fear of heights, but I think everyone just calls it fear of heights. Because I had no idea.
I always call it fear of heights, too. Because I feel like if you ever say the actual fear, a normal person's going to be like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, you pretentious prick.
You knob.
Interesting.
So, yeah,
and you do have that.
I do have that.
Okay.
I am very afraid of heights. But sometimes, I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with me. Sometimes I'll be fine climbing up really high onto something, and other days I'll be like, oh gosh,
like
I can't handle these 2 steps of this ladder. I don't know,
like if you're on a hike and we're like at the top of Taylor Mountain or something and you're like, this is fine because maybe you have more space, or maybe is it when it kind of comes...
I'm not afraid of Taylor Mountain. I'm afraid of like cliffs and being up really high on a ladder or being up on roofs really sucks.
I just meant like if we were to... Because I feel like, yeah, I guess there's not really any places there where you can walk to the edge. But I feel like when we were in Jenner and you can go to the cliff or whatever, the overlook, and look at the seals, and you were like, whoa. Stand back. And I was like, it's fine. I'm sitting.
Yeah. Yeah. It was pretty cliffy, though. Okay. Basically, anything that if you trip and fall down, you're not going to come out of there. You're not going to come out of it alive.
Or unscathed. You might just be like a quadriplegic or something.
If it's a hill, like Taylor Mountain is fine because it's just basically a steep.
You just roll.
You could stop yourself. Yeah. Really.
Like that old lady.
You'd hurt yourself a lot.
Stop.
But it's not like a death sentence. Tripping is not a death sentence. I think that's why. That's why I'm afraid of heights, is because any slip up, it's like you can be dead. Yeah. Immediately. Yeah. So.
So what's an example of? Because you kind of said you're inconsistent. What would be an example where you would think that you'd be afraid, but you're not? Like being on a roof?
Yeah, it just really depends. Sometimes I'm just more comfortable. I don't know. It's weirdly
there's a sturdy railing, maybe?
No, it depends on like the day. Depends on how I'm feeling.
Okay.
Because some days I'll be able to climb up on the stuff, and other days I'll be like, I don't want to. Mm-hmm. You know.
Interesting. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay.
So do you want to do one?
Sure. Oh, don't look.
Okay, I can't see it anyway. Remember, I don't have my glasses.
I can't multitask. So I looked at this thing and I wrote down. I started to write the definition and I just wrote fear. Obviously,
I have a fear of fears.
Oh, okay.
I have a fear of tears.
All right. Let me just jot down a little note. Algophobia.
Algophobia.
I don't know if I have this or I'm just. I won't.
Fear of algorithms.
Yes, you've nailed it. No, it's let me think. I think if I go into it about myself. So like I don't know that I really have this, or I just am kind of a wimp. Because I don't like this thing. It's a more vague concept. It's more of a
fear of algo. I got nothing. I'm drawing a blank. I think I need a little bit better.
So hint. How I react to paper cuts?
Oh, fear of pain? Huh. Algo.
I just like that you immediately got that from that. Because if I have a paper cut, I'm like nursing it for 2 days, like peroxide, Neosporin, Band-Aids, tears.
I don't think you're a wimp like you say you are, but you do always say you're a wimp. So that's why I was like, oh, fear of pain. So I always say like, I really don't like pain. And I just think, well, most people don't like pain.
Yeah, I really, really don't. Certain types of pain. So really, maybe what I have is a fear of being brave, because I'm always talking about how I have a fear of pain.
But I don't think you're a wimp.
I don't like, I can handle cramps and stuff okay. I get headaches quite a lot. But I don't like sharp pain.
You're definitely a wimp when it comes to pinches. That is one thing I'll say. I don't think you're a wimp really anywhere else.
Let's say I'm sensitive to it.
Sorry, you're very sensitive to pinches.
That was meaner than I would expect from you. You're definitely a wimp when it comes to this thing that is painful.
No, okay, it's continue. Just pinches are.
There.
Oh, sorry, smacking the mic. So if you do a soft, tiny little nothing pinch,
they can't see your fingers, by the way, because you're just like.
I know. I'm
totally showing the tiniest.
I'm mimicking a pinch,
but I hate it.
Nothing, no pressure, and you're like, ah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know.
I just might have like a skin sensitivity or something, or my fat layer is very sensitive, especially that spot under my arm. Under the back of my arm. What is this? Bicep, tricep?
Back of the bicep.
It is horrible. But legs, anything, it's horrible. It's all horrible. I hate it. I don't know why. Maybe someone used to pinch me and I hated it. End of story.
Who hurt you?
I feel like that is a phrase you say a lot when we're podcasting. Who hurt you?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like when I was like, I don't like being manipulated. Who hurt you?
Oh.
Yeah.
I forgot.
It's just funny. All right, you go ahead. Need your glasses?
So, xanthophobia.
Why do I feel like xantho? I don't know that word. That doesn't sound familiar. It doesn't sound like anything I know at all.
Xanthophobia. Well, I believe it's Greek as well. Mm-hmm. So, Latin...
Is it something you have?
No. Latin words are... This is a strange one. This is one that I don't think really anybody has. Maybe very few people.
Is it a kind of vaguer concept, or is it like an animal or like a plant, or...
It's a thing.
Is it an inanimate object?
It's a feature of a thing.
A feature of a person?
A feature of anything.
Edges? Mm-mm. Corners? That's basically the same, almost. No. Is it like a texture? Color? Color is chromophobia, because I just saw that one.
It's a color.
Xantho. What is xanth? Gray?
No.
Should I be able to figure... Like, when you look at it, do you go, oh, that makes sense?
No. Oh. Not at all.
Is it one of, like, the main colors, or is it, like...
enjoying watching you
Is
squirm.
it, like, puce or some kind of...
Puce?
Dumb,
what is
like,
puce?
I don't know.
Is that like a brownish...
You should know.
Yellowish, greenish thing?
I don't even know how to spell it. P-U-C-E. But, I mean, is it like a weird shade of a color?
No, it's one of the primaries.
Xantho. Blue?
Nope.
Green?
That's not a primary.
Fucking hobby. I knew that. This is puce, by the way. But that's quite...
Puce? It looks like there's a lot of colors there.
Go in your microphone.
It looks like there's a lot of colors there.
It does. That's weird.
It's like
is a dark red or purple brown color, a brownish purple or a dark reddish brown? That seems very redundant. That's funny. Red?
Nope.
What else are primary colors? Yellow?
Yes.
Well, that I understand, because I like yellow.
You got the...
I guess like 5 out of the...
There are three
I was thinking
primaries.
the rainbow. I was thinking the rainbow. Seriously? I knew that. I was thinking Roy G. Biv.
That's fine.
So first of all,
not something you
guessed
need to know.
One that wasn't a primary color. Thanks for revealing my non-artistic ignorance, or just kindergarten ignorance.
Well, you don't do paint. You don't do colors. It's fine.
You're right. I don't. I have chromophobia. Xanthophobia?
Xanthophobia is the fear of yellow. In China, receiving the yellow scarf was an imperial order, good God, order to die by suicide.
Wow.
So I guess that, like, brought on a fear of color in people, or I have no idea.
I feel like yellow is, I feel like I remember that from an English class, that yellow had a symbolic relationship with suicide. What was it?
That's weird. Because yellow is supposed to be like a cheery color.
Yellow is the ribbon of suicide prevention.
Oh, that's ironic.
I don't know if it's ironic or it's just an old thing.
No, it's ironic because in China, I don't know who would give it out, but you know.
I'm saying maybe it's like way back and just has carried over into multiple cultures or something. We should look it up later. That's interesting.
I was saying it was ironic because...
Suicide prevention?
Yes. Versus the scarf of forced suicide.
I gotcha. I guess I was just like, yellow equals suicide. Cool. It's a match. Touche.
You did it.
Thanks.
Touche?
I don't know.
There's no touche.
I just felt awkward and embarrassed, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Moving on.
I'm embarrassed.
Is it mine turn now? Is it mine?
It's your turn.
Okay, so we already went through fear of peanut butter, which I just enjoyed writing. Arachibutyrophobia. I like this one. I don't know how you say it. Cacophobia? Caco? C-A-C-O phobia.
Cacophobia?
Uh-huh. Which I just think is funny. I mean, it's not funny.
Cacophobia? That's Greek too, isn't it?
They all are.
It's so difficult. Like, if some of them were Latin, I think I would understand what's wrong with you? What's going on?
It feels like our things are not very big.
Oh.
That was my own So.
There we go. How's that?
Oh, maybe better.
Is that better?
But now I'm going to have to adjust the...
Just got to be closer to it.
Okay. Don't do that. Okay.
So cacophobia. Cacophobia is the fear of cactus. Is cacti.
No.
Cacophobia is the fear of people cackling.
No. I don't think that you and I would ever put this root with this thing.
I have no idea. I can't even pretend to know Greek.
Okay.
Latin, I think I would be able to get some of them, but Greek is like, it's all Greek to me.
It's like foreign language to you?
No, it's all Greek to me. That's like the expression.
My brain was going, is it?
I think so.
Or you can say foreign language. I was so in my head with my funny joke.
It's all Greek to me. Haven't you heard that?
My ears to you. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We'll go with yours.
So what's the hint? Have you got a hint for me?
Yeah. So what if I were to like make a face? Do you think you would like? Yeah. What does that make you think of?
Fear of expressions?
No. What was the characteristic or quality that my face had in that moment?
Wait, do it again?
Don't think about specifics, just the overall impression that you get. Are you attracted to me in that moment?
Is that supposed to be ugly?
Yeah.
Fear of ugly?
Fear of ugliness, yeah.
Fear of ugliness. Like of oneself being ugly?
It just
or
says
like
fear of
just
ugliness.
General, you're afraid of ugly things.
I probably have autocacophobia,
what does that mean?
Fear of being ugly in myself. I think it's more fear of ugliness, like just out there in the world. Let's delve into it a little more.
That's a fair one.
Is it?
I mean, is it all just physical ugliness, or is it also like?
I assume it's
aesthetic ugliness. Oh, okay.
May experience extreme amounts of anxiety when they encounter something that they deem as being ugly. Obviously, it's subjective.
Oh.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine just like breaking down because you
meet someone
you
ugly,
as
or if you like meet somebody that's ugly and you're like, oh, you're hideous. Oh.
You just like fall into a trembling ball on the floor.
That's horrible.
I got the ugly.
I don't know who I would feel more sorry for if it was genuine fear.
Yeah.
Probably the ugly person.
I feel like you could be treated for, well, it's arguably you could be treated for both.
Because you're ugly and you're
surgery.
Also like scaring someone with your ugliness.
How dare you? You monster. I mean, you don't look like a monster, but you're just...
Who are you talking about?
I don't know. Never mind. Moving on.
Okay.
You go ahead. Your turn.
My turn. Corporophobia.
Something to do with the body? What? Why are you smirking? Like you're really getting pleasure out of this. Should I know this one?
It's kind of close.
Fear of nakedness?
No.
Fear of being dismembered?
No, it actually doesn't have anything to do with the body, but
fear of things being grouped together?
It's related.
Is it a body part? I don't...
No.
Fear of... It's not fear of the dead, right?
Where have you heard this word before? Corporo.
Corporo?
Mm-hmm.
Corporations?
No.
Corporo. Corporo. Core? Your abdomen? Have I heard that word before?
Mm-hmm.
Have I?
A long time ago for like 2 seconds.
With you?
Mm-hmm.
Corporo.
I was looking up stones.
Bismuth?
Mm-mm. A different kind of stones. I wasn't looking them up. I found them.
I don't remember. I'm having a blank.
Do you want me to give it to you?
Sure. Unless you want to do another hint, but I feel like you get impatient with hints. Because I like guessing, but it could get a little old and long.
I might as well just tell you. It's fear of poop. Corpro.
I don't remember you. What?
Coprolite. It's dinosaur poop fossils.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's just fossilized poop, but there's like coprolite is...
Completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
I think I maybe deliberately forgot about that.
Like these... I remember when I found these like polished, cool-looking
literally
stones.
Polished turds.
Yeah. Those were cool.
You know what that makes me think of, right?
What?
Matt Damon and his grill, his kitty poop grill.
Oh, why would that make you think of that?
Because it's making something... Because did they have like jewelry from it? Like fossilized poo? Because he had the...
I think they did make jewelry from it.
They had the kitty litter thing that made his cat poops, cat's poops into jewelry.
Yeah, I forgot what that was called. But
That's a beautiful brooch. Can I buy it from you?
I really just like the opening of that skit when he's like, cats are jerks.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Cats suck.
Cats
and we're
suck.
all like,
Cats don't really suck, though.
Said. No. And I find myself more and more looking at cat memes and liking the pages and then being like, God damn it. Because they're nice from a distance and they're funny and they can be cute, but
they're easy
had issues.
is the difference from dogs.
It depends. We had a cat that peed
dogs
on clean
are bottomless pits of what do you call it? Bottomless pits of...
Despair?
No.
Oh.
Of...
Money?
No. Stop guessing.
I like guessing.
They said it on Modern Family. What's his name from the Birdcage?
Sorry.
He like covered his dog's ears.
Memory for...
And he was like, they're bottomless pits of affection. That's what it was.
Aww.
He covered his own dog's ears.
So you like an animal that just ignores you and makes you feel like shit?
No, they're just easier. They don't need to be like, attached to you at all times, and they aren't.
Ruin stuff. We've had cats just ruin.
Dogs ruin stuff.
We've had cats ruin redwood posts on our furniture that was a rental.
Dogs ruin stuff.
But at least you get love, unconditional love from a dog, usually. Sometimes.
I think it's more like an unhealthy obsession. But, whatever.
An unhealthy obsession. All right.
Moving on.
Because we're clearly going to come to blows here.
Moving on. So
Is it my turn?
You're up.
I can't keep track of this turn-based game.
And remember that coprolite. Y'all at home, check it out. It's pretty weird. Fossilized turds.
Man, what is this world coming to?
What does that mean?
So, I don't know. This isn't my one, but I'm just going to share it because I think many of us have it. I don't know if it's an actual phobia, though. Coulrophobia? Okay, I'm sure I'm butchering all of these. Coulrophobia? Coulro phobia. Fear of clowns.
I don't have that.
You don't just at least feel disgusted when you see an image of a clown?
Clowns don't bother me. I think... I don't know.
Did you love Ronald McDonald?
Oh, excuse me. No, I didn't really feel anything at all.
He made me feel nothing.
He made me feel nothing, exactly.
Except desire for his fries.
He's a man in a red wig and paint on his face. Ugh. I don't...
Ugh. Yuck.
Okay.
Anyway, so my actual one is Phobiphobia. Let me look how to pronounce. I think we should do a pronunciation.
Fear of Phoebe from Friends.
Don't look at it. Phobiphobia. See if I can look up a... No. Pronunciation, you stupid fuck.
Ephobophobia.
Hold on. Yeah, we need an ad for a fucking 5-second pronunciation. And this cool visual.
10 years.
Ephobophobia.
Ephobophobia.
But she's like English.
Ephobophobia.
Oh my gosh.
She's saying it weird.
What a nightmare of a word. Ephobophobia.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually?
Yes.
Part of the word kind of sounds like something related to a person who would have this, but how do I...
What?
So this is something that I think many old people could have.
Fear of youngsters.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Really? Is
teenagers.
that a thing?
Fear of teenagers.
Fear of teenagers. I kind of get that. Teenagers are kind of crazy. That. I think rational-minded adults have that a little bit.
That's true.
Because teenagers, they're reckless.
They're like cats.
They're out to prove themselves.
Yeah. No respect for their elders.
They're not all bad, though.
Huh. I know, obviously. I'm just kidding. But good job.
Thanks. Ephobophobia.
Ephobophobia.
Well, I mean, you did give me a hint. I didn't just, like, pick it out.
But I guess I would have said, like, I don't know, fear of constipation or something.
Really?
Old people.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Were you going to say that's okay? That's okay.
No, I said, yeah, that's okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's fine. Let's see if I can even pronounce this one. Asoptrophobia. Asoptrophobia.
Is there a hint in the...
This one is...
So, Greek.
I don't even know. I think I should just tell you.
Okay.
It's the fear of mirrors.
Oh.
Yeah. That's it, really. I got no other little side notes for this one.
Yeah.
I just thought this one was kind of strange.
Is it really, does it go deeper than that? Because you're afraid to look
seeing
at yourself. You know?
Yeah.
Afraid to look deeper.
Look deeper?
I don't know. At yourself.
Afraid to look
it's like
beyond.
A metaphor. Afraid to see your own pimples.
Mm-hmm.
Your own blemishes. Yeah, I get that.
I don't know.
Like the other day when I looked in the mirror and there was like a dent in my head that wasn't there before. I feel that. It was like a dime size. It's definitely less prominent in the last few days. So I don't know what was going on that day. If it was like stress thing, because we were going to go look at houses in Ukiah with Mom. And I was like, what the hell? Or because my hair was down or something. Because I've looked in her mirror and there was like, it's definitely not as prominent. And it was like, felt like it was a dent in my forehead. Weird.
Maybe you fell asleep on your knuckle. I don't know. So what's your next one? What have you got?
I love this one.
Okay.
And now I can't read my writing. I think it says let me just look it up. Genophobia?
I keep slouching.
I'm sorry.
In the chair and the mic is getting
Don't look at it.
I can't even see it from here. Everything is blurry.
I meant to type pronunciation.
I'm looking straight at it and I don't know what I'm looking at.
God damn it. This is stupid. Hold on, we have to... Oh, no, we don't.
Genophobia.
That is not...
Genophobia.
It's pronounced genophobia.
Why would that ever be the way you would pronounce it?
Genophobia.
Are there certain words where you don't pronounce it as f? Genophobia. Genophobia.
You know what I find interesting?
I would love to hear. because the way that you approached the microphone and postured was like, you're really looking forward to this.
You know what I find interesting? That we both looked this one up. Fear of knees.
Uh-huh. That is funny.
Fear of one's own knees or someone else's knees or kneeling. I looked this one up randomly. I was like, what would be a weird thing to look up? Fear of knees.
No way. Mm-hmm. You did not.
I did.
Because it was on a list and I just popped out and I was like, I gotta have this because this is the weirdest one.
I was not looking through lists. I pulled all of these from just my own.
You specifically just typed in fear of knees?
I typed in all of these specifically. Fear of yellow.
Weird.
Fear of poop. Fear of mirrors.
Your mind is so beautiful. I'm impressed.
So you ruined my last one.
I'm so sorry. So where do you think... I mean, they are kind of weird and not super attractive.
I just thought it was a funny thing. Like, I mean, they're
kind of like elbows.
They're just a functional body part. I don't understand why anyone would fear them.
But they can be ugly. That was a weird noise.
Can they be?
Yeah. Like knobby knees, knock-kneed. They can be weird.
Huh.
They're not, like, I feel like they tarnish a good leg. You know? I mean...
Well, I mean, they are the only part that's, like, kind of weird looking on a leg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, depending on your legs, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Billy Connolly had this joke about, which kind of makes me think of knees because I kind of think of elbows. I don't know why.
Are you Italian?
Yes. Don't be racist. I think of elbows and knees as being similar.
She's doing this
you have the
gesturing with her hand, like what is
like
that?
this.
When you get your all your fingers together and you flick your hand back, like Mamma mia!
Yeah,
it's a spicy meatball. What?
You were gonna get so culturally canceled.
Why?
I don't know, because that's stereotype.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no,
it's sorry,
true.
Everyone.
It's true. They all do this.
They all do it. I've seen them.
If you just go to Italy, it's just all these people walking around going "Mamma mia, mama," and nothing ever gets done.
Mm-hmm.
They're just eating meatballs and going "Mamma mia," like that.
Okay, now you've taken it too far.
I know.
So what were you gonna say?
I feel like elbows and knees are the same to me in that they are wrinkly, weird joint areas with skin that bunches up when you go like that.
So is it called your weenus on your knees? Or is it called your kneeness? Because your elbow skin...
You should win an award for that.
Your elbow skin clump?
Your weenus?
Skin... What would you call it? Your elbow skin is called your weenus.
Your elbow skin mush?
So your knee skin...
Is your kneeness?
I wonder if that's also called your weenus.
Well,
you don't have to look it up. It's too stupid to...
No, it's not. It's beautiful. How do you spell weenus?
Weenis?
N-I-S? Oops.
I don't know.
Weenus. W-E-N-I-S. Or ween. Okay. I guess there's not an approved spelling.
So the one on your knee is your
the
kneeness.
excess or loose skin at the joint of one's elbow, which is technically referred to as olecranon skin.
Oh, of course.
So I guess it's just for elbows. So yeah, kneeness. You've coined a new term.
Perfect.
We're going to be rich.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So Billy Connolly, the Scottish comedian,
yes,
made a joke about what scrotum ball sacks are made of, and it's I think it's elbow skins. Like God had extra elbow skins laying around. He's like, oh, because an angel or something was like, well, they're gonna have balls. Like, how do they carry them around? And he was like, make wee bags out of elbow skins. Which is true because
I'm shaking my head.
Wrinkled and stretchy. Yeah. I thought that was genius.
I can't believe he was in the freaking
Make wee bags.
Muppets Pirates movie because all of his jokes are just dick and ball jokes.
In the Muppet movie?
Yeah, wasn't he in the Muppet Pirate movie?
Oh, I thought you meant he had dick and ball jokes in the Muppet.
I'm pretty sure not.
No, he does. Yeah, he does. He does talk about doing yoga and glimpsing your own scrotum and how it frightened the life out of him.
Oh my gosh.
But they aren't not all his jokes are like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true though. He's a bit blue, a bit crass. Yeah.
Blue?
Yeah, they say that in England too. But I think it's, yeah.
So are you done?
Oh, I don't know. I just got tired of holding it.
She put her book of notes on the bed.
And then I turned it towards you. Was that me?
Remember.
Whose turn was that technically?
Remember, I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah, I know.
I can't see shit.
I don't believe you. I guess I just don't believe you. Are you done? I'm sorry that I stole your one. I thought you said it was your last one.
I have one more.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So this one I'm sure you'll get.
Oh.
Molluscophobia.
A fear of snails?
Yeah.
But there are other mollusks. I guess they're all snails, essentially.
Yeah.
Sea snails. Mm-hmm. So does mollusk mean you have to have a shell?
Slugs, I think, are snails as well.
Okay.
And I think certain clams and stuff are mollusks.
Oh.
I think. I don't know. So that's my list. It's all done.
But you don't have that. You have the opposite of that. You have molluscophilia. You're a molluscophile.
I don't know if I would say that.
Okay. No, just because you seem very protective of them. Well, not the banana slugs so much as the little snails. Apart from when you ate them as a child, but
you just always have to bring that up, don't you?
Yeah.
So what have you got? I made a list of 5, and she made a list of 300.
I made a list of 10, which is double 5.
So what do you got?
And only because I thought we were looking up lists of them. I didn't think we were like, oh, what's this fear of this thing called? Which I think was interesting because, yeah. Well, I have this one. I would say. Glossophobia. Glosso phobia. Which actually is, if you think about the first word, it's could kind of get you there, but really not, because you'd think glossary and you probably think of like books. But it's a word, it's like related to words or speech.
I got nothing.
I hate this. Speaking in public.
Oh. Speaking in public. That's a very common one.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard somewhere where
that statistic?
Yeah, more people didn't Seinfeld even say that?
Yeah.
He said like more people are afraid of so more people would rather be in the casket than doing the eulogy.
Yeah. There's more people afraid of public speaking than who are afraid of death.
Yeah.
So people at a funeral, most of them would rather be in the casket than
doing
it's
doing
pretty
the
funny.
eulogy.
Which obviously when it comes down to it, you're like, no.
Yeah, obviously.
I can definitely handle a eulogy.
It's not necessarily a deathly fear.
Yeah. But it's pretty crippling. Like for me, if I'm talking to like a couple people, it's fine. Or if I'm telling a story, and then if like another one or two people comes up, suddenly to me that's like an audience. That's like a group, and I start like
clamming up,
like I start sweating,
clamming up,
blushing, stuttering, and I'm like, oh god, this story is not good. It's horrible. And yeah, definitely like giving a speech or anything.
It's like the expectation grows with each person. That expectation of an interesting story grows.
The dynamic. Well, and the quote unquote audience, your group, is like greater than the sum of its parts. So it's like you don't just have 4 people, you have like this audience that's more the equivalent of, I don't know what the calculation would be, but it just becomes like the dynamic changes. Like if this person doesn't laugh, then these people might not laugh. Like maybe that's where it goes in my mind. I don't know.
Weird little politic type.
Although I think that would be very rational to even go there. I think for me, it's just like, people are looking at me. Might as well put a spotlight on my face.
I think it's deeper than that, though. I think you're not giving your brain enough credit.
I mean, I don't trust the mob. I mean, obviously not the mob like the gangsters, but I don't trust people in a group.
If you get more people, and if you get people you don't know, people can react poorly and like turn on you, and then like you said, the mob mentality.
Yeah, I think it's just for me though, really just being a center of attention in a like more than just a couple people. I just become highly uncomfortable.
I get that.
I think you have this, although I'm not sure. I think what they told you was more general. Iatrophobia. And someone only told you that within like the last 2 or 3 years.
Fear of doctors? Yeah, they wrote it on my book as white coat syndrome. Yeah, my chart.
What is this?
Yeah, white coat syndrome.
I got no problem with white coats.
I was like, very interesting.
Yeah, I got tired of people poking and prodding me. Can you blame me?
Well, it's just the whole history of, it's the whole history that I've had with doctors and that I've seen other people have with doctors. Yeah. Where it's just like, they miss things and, people die from it, or, they... Yeah.
I wonder if it's across the board, though, like, if it's more just the visceral reaction of having a doctor come in, like being in that scenario, or if it's like thinking more logically, like you're kind of describing, where it's like, I don't trust them because of, maybe the healthcare system here, or just the bad experiences. For me, I think it's more like you're sitting me on this doctor bed thing with this freaking sandwich paper, and half the time I got to put my feet up in the air, or you're going to poke stuff in me.
I think my biggest fear is just, like what are they going to find? Yeah. Like realistically. And also a trust issue. Yeah. Like with a doctor that I've seen multiple times and I'm comfortable with, I don't have it.
Yeah.
But I still have stress from the whole thought process of like, what are they going to find?
Mm-hmm.
Or like, I'm here for some shit, some health shit
good.
that I don't want to be here for. It's like one time I got pulled over by a cop and he was like, you look real nervous. You okay? I was like, yeah, I'm getting pulled over. Like, what reaction should I have?
All right. So I have a couple more, I think. I think this one's cute. Conquistadora.
Okay.
I need to work on my handwriting. Don't look.
Remember.
I know.
I actually looked away too. I was like, okay. It just looks like fuzzy lines.
How do you pronounce it?
Even that big bold text at the top I can't read.
Phobia. These are not these are not real. Compoundophobia. It's spelled Koum. Pouno phobia. Compoundophobia.
Compoundophobia.
It just.
He said pounophobia.
Yeah.
Like it's a Hawaiian word or something.
He's ruining the fun whimsical fun that this was going to be.
The robot voice.
I wonder what that's from. So yeah, I don't know that you could get that from anything. I don't even know how.
Compound. I just keep thinking of English words. I don't know. I got nothing.
Fear of buttons.
Fear of buttons?
Mm-hmm.
Compound? Yeah, I would have never gotten that. Not in a million years.
I never met a button I didn't like. Why would you be afraid of buttons? Unless it's like buttons is on a doll.
Or
scary doll.
Maybe if you choked on them as a child.
Yeah, but then that's fear of choking on a button. That's different.
Remember, though.
No. But it's not an edible thing. It's not a food.
Unless
it's not a food item.
The word involves choking, it's fear of the thing.
We can just look that up. Can't we? Can't we?
I'm just kidding.
I don't want to know. So, yeah, I guess choking on buttons. Like if you have that fear for your children, maybe.
That is a weird fear.
Oh yeah, see, that's a scary one.
Let us know your fears in the comments.
Yeah, it's a good point.
And also give us your home address.
Okay,
I'm just kidding. Just because it was a weird thing to say, like, let us know your fears.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I added.
So we can come haunt you. Yeah, okay. I had to think of it.
You got it?
Yep.
You got it?
I'm there. Everything's clicked into place.
Sweet.
Did you used to look at buttons, like the holes, and just kind of be, what's the word I'm trying to think? Oh my God. Everything's not clicking into place. It just unclicked. Intrigued. Bloody hell.
Intrigued by
the
button
placement
holes?
of the buttons. Look at the little thread holes or whatever.
I can't even.
Okay. I don't know.
It just looks like...
Especially the ones that are like... The holes look so weirdly placed. They're kind of cool. Okay, but that segues...
I don't understand. I've never thought anything about buttons other than like, this fastens my shirt together.
Well, I haven't looked at a button in a long time that didn't have thread in it. And so I feel like as a kid, I used to look at buttons and be like, that's weird. The placement of the holes. Which...
That's weird. The placement of the holes.
Don't be rude. I'm not afraid of them, but it does kind of transition nicely or interestingly to this fear that I do have, which is tripophobia.
Fear of being tripped.
No.
Fear of going on a trip.
No. I've done all those things.
What is it? Wait, tryptophobia.
Tripo. It's not, there's no T. I always think there's a T, a second T, but there's not.
I knew this, but I don't know it.
Yeah, so...
My brain pushed it out.
Think of that weird frog.
Oh, yeah, fear of holes.
Mm-hmm. And I accidentally clicked on it a minute ago.
Fear of, like...
I forgot how disgusting it is.
It's not just a fear of holes. It's a fear of, like, many holes.
Yeah.
Grouped together or something.
It does say just fear of holes, but I think it is many holes, usually. So
in things that shouldn't have holes.
If you Google this, I think you will know immediately if you have this because, well, like many things, but it's a very with peanut butter, it's hard because like if you're looking at a
flowers
picture,
and like
oh god,
those frogs
it's awful.
that have the babies in their backs.
If you have this, it's awful. So I remember, and I never knew what it was for years and years. When I was a kid, we were on a field trip, and it might have been like Armstrong Woods or something, or some going to look at some redwoods, and there was a tree that had like a bunch of, I think, acorns in it. Like in the side of the tree, there was just like this batch,
where the squirrels were,
holes where they think they had like pounded, or maybe a woodpecker. I don't freaking know. And half of the
woodpeckers
holes,
peck for bugs.
Yeah, I don't. Stop revealing my ignorance.
Maybe squirrels
creatures.
Grabbed them up and stuffed them in there.
It's weird that
keeping.
Yeah. But it's weird because they were very exposed, like they were high up, so not just anyone could get them, except maybe other squirrels or birds.
But also so they wouldn't just be covered by the ground.
Yeah. But like, so part of the holes were full of nuts, but some weren't, presumably where the squirrels had eaten the nuts or, and reused them for acorns later or nuts. But it was so it's not just like empty holes. And I remember as a kid, like having this strong desire to smash it. I just thought if I had a fucking hammer, I would smash the shit out of that because I cannot bear to look at that. I feel like I've seen stuff like that, like in skin, like where, like if you look at like when a scab starts forming and it like how it fills the hole that was the wound, but it doesn't like cover it always completely. It's just like sitting in it. Oh.
Interesting. I never knew that.
And I did not understand my reaction.
This is the first time of me hearing that. I think I've told you about this
before, but I think I'm really trying to convey like just the strength of like I said, like the visceral reaction of like, I have to smash that. Or like, so weird. Someone said, I had a friend who she said she showed her sister a picture of a lotus blossom and she said you could see the goosebumps coming up on her arm. And she was like, don't, just stop it. Get that away from me. Because I think you just want to destroy it. So the weird thing is,
I wonder why.
The fact that I can eat crumpets. Have you ever had a crumpet?
I don't know what a crumpet is.
I think an English muffin is like a crumpet cut in half.
I love English muffins.
So
we should get some.
I think if you like English muffins, you would like a crumpet.
They're really good with peanut butter and honey.
Listen. Okay, ADD boy. So the crumpet, I'll show you a picture. And hope that I don't barf because of the crumpet. Holes. It's basically almost like if you put the English muffin sides together, it's basically just got a bunch of holes in it, but it's like a muffin, and you
it's the nooks and crannies.
Yes, and
it's the nooks and crannies.
And what's nice is that you can put the butter in it, and it seeps into the nooks and crannies. So it's not as horrible.
That's just like an English muffin.
But it is
Or like when you cook a pancake and it does that.
Yeah, but I think
the bubbles pop up.
The issue for me is that they're not super uniform, and maybe that's the issue. Is if you have a bunch of uniform holes in a thing, and then they're filled with stuff like the frog that was hatching its babies, or
no, I think they have their babies, and then the babies
carry them.
The babies hang out and are protected in the mother's back.
Oh. Ew.
Or the father's back. I don't remember.
Just so
But
gross.
It has like this weird webbed back skin over its normal back skin that like the babies can crawl into and hang out in.
That phrase back skin is just horrible.
Back skin.
So look up, listeners, TRYPOPHOBIA. Trypophobia.
Oh, yeah.
And then if anyone...
Check out all the images.
More than our 5 or whatever whoever listens, I really do want to know.
I think a lot of people have probably heard of it by now, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's become more like well-known for sure. But it is just such a strong reaction, I think. If I had known what it was... I mean, I feel like back then, I'm freaking 40. I was probably younger than 10. I was probably like between 6 and 8. I might have even been in kindergarten. And I just have this visual of like, I just want to smash this thing to blithereens.
That's so weird.
Anyway.
Huh.
Anyway. Hey, can we tell them about the hair, your back hair?
Yeah, sure, if you want.
I mean, I'll cut this if you don't want me to.
No, go for it.
So we're laying in bed yesterday, waking up slowly, leisurely, as we are wont to do. And I'm like, oh, I think Brandon has one of my hairs on his back. So I go to pull it. And then he like flinches because It's a back hair, and it's like 2 inches long, 2.5.
It was like as long as your finger.
Yeah. Which finger though? My pinky or my index?
Maybe your index.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was long, and it was all
back
blonde.
hair.
And do you think it had gray in it?
Especially considering that I have zero back hair.
Yeah.
Other than just like peach fuzz.
Yeah. So then I tried to pluck it, but it was kind of slippery.
Mm-hmm.
And then he really wanted to keep it, but then finally he said I could pluck it.
Yeah, because it's kind of gross.
And then I just threw it on the floor.
Knowing about and keeping one of those long, gross hairs.
It could get caught in things. It could get like caught in your clothes and hurt. And it could snag on something.
It could get snagged in a piece of machinery and pull me in.
That's what I was thinking. It was pretty strong. I had to really wrap my finger around it to go twink.
But it was very thin and very like shiny. Mm-hmm. So strange. The human body will never understand it.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. I like yours better. Fuck off. Just trying to yawn over here. Sitting in a chair.
And I'm giving you like a teacher approved look like,
You better stifle those yawns, you bitch.
How do we wrap these things up?
Just say bye.
Well,
bye.
No, I'm not doing that.
Bye, everyone.
Good luck with your phobias. No, really, but tell us because that'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, leave a comment on YouTube. I don't know if there are comment sections in any of the other.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they would have to leave a review. We're still a bit new with this, obviously. But,
if you can leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a review if you liked the episode and tell us what your phobia is or a weird one that you've learned about because they're super fun, even though I know that sounds mean because some people really struggle.
Some of the really strange ones, I think that nobody...
Fear of knees, come on.
I don't know if anybody really has fear of knees.
No,
and if you do, let us know what it's like.
Yeah.
Because I would be very interested to know how...
Summertime must be really hard for you.
See, she's making jokes, but I will take your phobia seriously.
I am being serious.
I love that look in your face.
I was
How dare serious. You? Yeah.
But kind of like, it just makes you think about things like that. Like what would make you really hate a season because everyone's wearing shorts or going to the gym locker room or I don't know.
Or the fear of toques. Wintertime is just a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly.
Or fear of snow. That
fear
would be...
of the color white. White's not a color, is it?
White is a shade, I guess. Or it's an absence of color or something. I don't fucking know. What do you think I am?
I wonder if anyone has a fear of pillows. Because that would be sad because pillows are so nice.
Or a fear of chocolate. Dogs have a fear of chocolate. In the way that they die when they eat it.
That's not a fear. That's just a reaction, a deadly reaction. Because if they had a fear of it, they wouldn't eat it.
That's true.
Some of them have a fear of fly zappers.
They wouldn't rush to eat it when you drop a piece. Yeah, good point.
Thanks.
Or jump up on the table. I remember, I don't really remember, but when I was little... My parents made me a birthday cake, and the dog ate the whole cake.
Which dog?
Duffy. I don't think you ever met Duffy.
No, I didn't meet any of your... I didn't meet Clyde either.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
We just talk about him a lot as the mythical dog against which all other dogs are compared to. How they don't match up.
Yeah. Well,
measure up?
I don't think any little dog could possibly ever measure up to Clyde. Maybe another bigger dog could.
You're probably right.
But little dogs are just a pain in the ass. Anyway, this dog was up on the table. The family dog was up on the table eating my birthday cake. Or it was Nick's birthday cake. I don't remember. But he had this cake beard on his face. Because he was a Cocker Spaniel. So all of his face hair got, caked with cake. And it was just like this birthday cake beard on a dog.
Nice. Did you take a picture before disciplining him?
I don't think so. I think that might have been
the smartphones back then.
Yeah, I don't even know if flip phones were
probably not
around yet.
Oh.
So yeah, we had like Kodak cameras and that was it. But no.
Was it a Kodak moment?
Yeah.
Not a thing anymore.
Not a chocolate thing, but it could have easily been a chocolate cake that he could have killed himself on. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine?
Freaking dogs.
Could you imagine if chocolate would kill you? They probably wouldn't make it.
Who? What?
People probably wouldn't make chocolate.
You
if it would
survive a day.
I think I'd be fine.
Actually, yeah.
Because they wouldn't make it. True. If it killed people.
That's true. You can say that about cigarettes, except it's not immediate.
That's true.
You can say that about a lot of shit.
Yeah, but
you have too much faith in human beings.
It doesn't kill you day of, is my point.
But it's basically poison.
Cigarettes don't kill you day of. You can smoke them for like 40
My point
years.
is they allow people to make poison for other people to suck on or ingest.
That's true, but it makes you look cool. So do it. I'm just kidding.
Don't. Just clear. It's a joke. It's a total joke. You want to be responsible here? That was pretty funny, though. Your face. Makes you look cool.
That makes you look cool, so that's why I do it. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. You about ready to wrap it up? Mr. Fidgety Gibbet? I tell
think so.
I can't take you anywhere. Good thing we're not going anywhere, because I couldn't take you there. Between the yawning and the burping and the farting.
I'm glad I'm not going anywhere.
You didn't mention about the farting. You're not farting? Have you been farting? Okay.
I haven't been farting.
All right, guys. Please like us, subscribe, hit that bell. Hit that bell, not the song.
What the hell was that?
I wanted to sing the song, and I can't.
Hit
the bell.
You gotta make up your new original.
Hit my bell. Oh, hit my bell. Hit the bell.
That sounds a little.
Just do it.
Hit my bell. Why don't you come and just hit my bell?
All right. I think that's enough for today.
I think they've had enough torture listening to us.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Bye. Yes. Thank you.
Stop doing that. It's creepy.